Hey everyone, guess who's back? It's the commish back here with week one previews for Dynasty. Really excited about Dynasty kicking off and seeing how the divisions wrap up. 16-team league, a little bit deeper in the spots. And I'm new at this, so hopefully you guys get some enjoyment out of this. I'm super excited for it. So first game preview here, commish. Myself taking on Lucas and Ninja Magic. Right now, NFL.com is a 31-point edge for Lucas. I disagree. I'm going with myself, and I'm going with myself for a couple of reasons, and it's Deshaun Watson and Baker Mayfield, the two young phenoms at quarterback. I think have great week one matchups. I think that one Houston, New Orleans is going to be an absolute shootout on Monday prime time. And we're really looking forward to that. And then, for Lucas, he's got Darnold in a tough matchup against Buffalo. I think Nick Chubb is definitely going to have a big game, being a Browns fan. But I think, it'll be interesting to see Edelman and see if he's healthy. Robbie Anderson, if he's healthy for Lucas. So I just find that the matchups are better for myself. And I'm disagreeing with NFL.com, going with myself. Next matchup, it's Stewart and Likely Losers taking on Sean and Philly Miracle Men. Right now, it's a 10-point advantage for Sean. It's that close, and I also have Sean, but I think it is going to be a thriller. I think if Stewart had Melvin Gordon on any team, we might be having a different conversation on who's winning. But right now, it's Sean. Christian McCaffrey, I think, is going to have a big game. I know that Rams' defense is good, but I have a feeling he's going to go off for Carolina. Drew Brees, I again said it in the earlier preview. I think him and Deshaun Watson are going to get involved in an absolute shootout in New Orleans, so I'm excited to see that. But I think, just depth-wise, too, I think when you look at Philly Miracle, man, they got Samuel and Gallup in those flex spots in the offense as well. I think, definitely providing value there. So definitely going Sean. But the bad luck or, maybe just not the smart move by Stewart of picking Melvin Gordon in the first round, hurting him so far in the season. Next matchup, we got Dusan and Sabatica Spartans. He's going to take on Joshua and Life's a Mitch, divisional matchup, and right now NFL.com has this as looks like 71-point advantage for Dusan, and I can see why, and I'm going with Dusan as well. Dusan's constructed a pretty good roster here. For Life's a Mitch, what I'm interested in seeing is he's got a couple of rookies there. Well, Penny's basically second year, Harris rookie at running back, and when you compare that to Sabatica Spartans, already Kamara, Lindsey, Freeman, just a decisive advantage there. But Life's a Mitch when you look at the wide receivers. Julio Jones, is the contract done at the time of this recording? Not yet. Brandon Cooks, and I'd see almost a comparison as that being even at wide receiver, and then Sabatica Spartan kicks in with Travis Kelce at tight end. So. It looks like Sabatica Spartans is well balanced, and then you got Flacco versus Mariota in the the QB2 spots, and Mariota is in Cleveland. I don't like his chances there with Garrett coming after him and others. Flacco, we'll see how he does. I mean, it's on the road, prime time in Oakland, hostile environment. That one should be fun to watch. I'm going with Dusan, though. I think he's got a much better team. Next up, we got Milan and Unnecessary Roughness. He's taking on Adrian and Orange Crush. And right now, Unnecessary Roughness, I think, if I'm looking at this correctly, it's 63-point advantage for NFL.com with Milan winning this one. Remember, first overall draft pick. He got to nail it. It was Barkley. And obviously, clearly, NFL.com has him decisively winning this easily, and I have Milan winning it as well. For Milan, I think you just look down the lineup. Carson, Barkley. I mean, Damian Williams took a hit fantasy-wise, but you got Antonio Brown, Westbrook's there. Trey Burton, we'll see if he's starting week one. It's you also got Prescott and Jared Goff. I mean, two young guys. Obviously, Goff got paid. Now it's Dak's time to get paid. We'll see how that influences their play. For Adrian, he's stacking up against you with Patrick Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers. I mean, two pretty good quarterbacks in their own right as well. LaShawn McCoy obviously going to Kansas City for you. That'll be interesting to watch. Duke Johnson went in a favorable position. I know for Adrian, you lost, I think, somebody, didn't you? Maybe not. But yeah, I mean, it's an interesting situation for both teams. When I look at it, I think it looks pretty even. But I am going to go with Milan winning this one. I just think with Barkley there, he's going to have a big game against Dallas. So it's going to be a fun one to watch. So I think it's going to be closer than the NFL.com prediction. Next up, we got Susan Zebras taking on Chris and Vlad crew. NFL.com has this one as a pretty close one. 7-point edge for Suze. I actually have Chris winning this one. I already know that Suze, obviously, she lost Lamar Miller to injury. That's tough for her, obviously. But, really what you have to do is just try to find a way to recover from that. And she has the depth. Latavius Murray with the Saints is there. So, it's pretty good for her. But then I look over at Chris's side. Devin Singletary gets in this situation. I mean, that's why I love drafting early. Always so many different scenarios that play out. But I look at the quarterbacks. It's Wilson versus Wentz at the top. I mean, that's going to be pretty tight. And then Dalton versus Winston on the bottom. So, I look at the matchup. It is very evenly matched, just like NFL.com has it. But I think Wilson, obviously playing Cincy at home, going to have a big game. So will Wentz. But I'm interested to see Gurley come out. And I think the news with Singletary definitely works in Chris's favor. Tyler Boyd's the number one option in Cincy. He might get maybe some garbage time yardage. Who knows? But I'm definitely going Chris here. But it'll be interesting to see because NFL.com has it different. And I hate betting against Suze. Next up, we got Robert and the Illuminati taking on Matthew and Matsky's Marauders. In this one here, 26-point edge for NFL.com for Matthew. I'm going the other way. I'm going with Robert. I might be completely off my rocker with some of these NFL.com predictions. But I'm going the other way, and the main reason I'm going the other way is because of what headlines the top of this matchup. It's Brady versus Big Ben, Sunday night prime time. You never bet against Brady. One Patriot plays Sunday night. I think Brady finds JG for the winner, and I think it's going to be high fives for Robert and the Illuminati with his team. I think Leonard Fournette's going to come back like an animal as long as he can stay healthy. Great wide receivers on Matthew's side, though, with Keenan Allen and Michael Thomas, also paired with Zach Ertz, one of the better tight ends. And then the good news on Frank Gore for Matthew. So I can see why NFL.com is going in the direction that they're going. But really, I hate to say this, my main reason for Illuminati winning this one is because Tom Brady, and he never bet against him on national night. Next up, we got what I have as the game of the week. It's Matt and Stop Looking at My Peterman in a divisional matchup against Justin and Ultimus Prime. I have NFL.com saying this is going to be a 30-point edge for Justin. I also have Justin winning this one. And I think it really just comes down to the quarterback position. Stop Looking at My Peterman, very thin. Josh Allen, the answer? I don't think so. He might be, but, so far I'm skeptical on it. Whereas Ultimus Prime, he's got Lamar Jackson going in there. And then Derek Carr also going in, whereas Stop Looking at My Peterman's going to rely on Jacoby Brissett, a career backup. So Brissett and Allen on the other side against Carr and Jackson. I hate to say this, but Brissett and Allen on the other side could literally get you minus points. I mean, that's literally kind of what I see for those guys, but I could be wrong. You come back though with David Montgomery for the future. Darwin Thompson at running back for the future. Odell, really good players. Juju on stop looking at my Peterman side. So there's a lot of talent though on that team. There's no doubt about that. But it's the two quarterbacks that need to be solved for sure. And just like real football, I honestly think that the quarterback position is obviously in the two quarterback slot forces you to have quarterback as a main reason for winning on your team. That's just how I think it's going to be set up. And Justin still comes back with DeAndre Hopkins, one of the best wide receivers in football. George Kittle, he's a top receiver, obviously in San Fran. Jaguars defense. I definitely have Justin winning this one. But I think Matt brings a lot to the table if he didn't have that quarterback situation. And then the last game we're previewing here, it's also in the same division. It's going to be Sven and Curly Lamborghini versus Brian and Cobra Kai. Right now, NFL.com has Sven winning this one by 19. I'm actually going to go with Brian in this one. Again, I'm going opposite. Couple reasons why. Kyler Murray is a rookie. I think he is going to be awesome, but I also think there's a lot of problems in Arizona still, and I think playing Matt Patricia's defense, they're going to lose. I have a feeling on that one. Whereas Jimmy G on the other side, there's been a lot of criticism of him, but I think San Francisco has a really good defense. It'll be interesting to see how he performs for the other team, but I also look at Cobra Kai, Joe Mixon, Josh Jacobs, and Miles Sanders for your future. Pretty good setups against Mac, Breida, and Samuels. You definitely have the advantage in running back for Cobra Kai and Brian. Wide receiver, I definitely give it to Sven. He's got Tyreek Hill, Devontae Adams, two of the best for sure that are going to put up big numbers. And Tony Pollard's also there if, Elliott at the time of this recording still hadn't signed. And you also have Eli Manning in the other quarterback slot. So I can see why NFL.com is going with Sven. And I'm almost thinking about changing my pick here, looking at it. Especially with Clowney also signed to Seattle. He's going to want to make a big impact on his first game. But I'm still going to stick with Brian on the original prediction. I'm not going to change anything yet. But that's definitely one I'm worried about. Anyways, I hope you guys... I didn't talk your ear off with these week one predictions, but that's my honest analysis when I look at the teams and what I saw and why I picked the win-loss records that I did. And I hope you guys have a great season.